When you're looking to solve by factoring, your goal is to get your polynomial factored and set equal to 0. This first one already has those steps done for you. I have factored what was a long trinomial and set it equal to 0. To solve by factoring, we're going to use the zero product property, which says if z minus 4 is being multiplied by 2z plus 3, because they're being multiplied and set equal to 0, either z minus 4 has to come out as 0 or 2z plus 3 has to come out as 0. So either z has to equal 4 or z has to equal -3 halves. Both of these numbers will work if you plug them back in, and both of them should be included in your solution set, -3 halves and the +4. For one like number 2, we do not have it set equal to 0. So you do want to full this out and hopefully recognize the pattern that was the factored version of a squared minus 9. Now we do want to get this set equal to 0, so we're going to subtract the 40, and we then can factor. A squared minus 49 is the difference of perfect squares, a plus 7 or a minus 7. And again, the zero product property says that either the factor a plus 7 has to equal 0 or the factor a minus 7 has to equal 0. So for this first one, a could equal -7, or for the second one, a could equal +7. Both of those should be included in your solution set, either positive or -7. For this next one, again, it's not set equal to 0, so we are going to have to square out c minus 6. And if you remember the pattern, you'll get c squared minus 12c plus 36. We do need it set equal to 0, so we are going to subtract the c, which will give us c squared minus 13c plus 36, and that does equal 0. This is a short trinomial now, so you do need to factor, and our two factors would be c minus 4 and then c minus 9. Using the zero product property again, c minus 4 would have to equal 0, or c minus 9 would have to equal 0. So this particular equation is going to give us +4, and this particular equation is going to give us 9. Again, both of those are valid answers, and they should be included in your solution set. For this last one, it's a little bit of a challenge. We are going to factor this out so we can get it set equal to 0. X squared times x would be x to the third, and then x squared times -1 is -x squared. We are going to get that set equal to 0, so we're going to subtract the 6x over, so that it's now equal to 0. Now there is a GCF here, so that should be taken out front. Each of these terms share a factor of x, so bring that out front. We're then going to factor, so in this case x minus 3 and then x plus 2. Now keep in mind, any factor could be equal to 0. That includes this GCF factor. So x could equal 0, x minus 3 could equal 0, or the x plus 2 equals 0. So you need to include the 0, the +3, and the -2 that you get from these functions. One last thing to take note of. What is the degree of this polynomial right here? Hopefully you said degree 2. Look how many answers we got. What is the degree of this polynomial? Hopefully you said 3. Look how many answers we got.